We're now joined by Joaquin Escobar from Edinburg here on the Padilla Poll, psquaredsports.com. Joaquin, you're a new coach to Edinburg, but you've been at some great places, Lamarck, Odessa, Permian, Midland Lee. Tell me about your style and what you kind of bring to the table down in Edinburg.
Really, style I kind of picked up when we started out at Permian under Darren Allman. Brandon Faircloth, who was our offense coordinator. It's kind of the same philosophy. We feel like our offense philosophy is kind of a defensive philosophy. We're going to have the same type of mentality, attack, be physical. It's just kind of things that I've stole from everybody else, and that's kind of what we're trying to take to Edinburg.
And Edinburg's coming off a 2-8 season, but you've got some hope there. And,
yes,
and I know you wouldn't take a job if you didn't think there was an opportunity to win.
Yes,
what do you think it's going to need to turn things around? You got one returning start on offense and 4 on defense.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been a great place in the past. It's been 3 years ago they played 3 rounds. They've had great coaches there. Robert Vela was a great coach there. Coach Flores, Fred Akers coached there at one time.
Sure.
So they've had some great coaches. So I knew there was a lot of tradition there, and people in the Valley love football. And they always told me you're going to love the people and you're going to love the kids. And the kids, I'm going to tell you this right now, and my assistant coaches have done a great job. They're the ones that really keep it going. But our kids are phenomenal, and they're pleasers, and that's the kind of kids I love to coach. I feel like they need us and we need them. It's kind of a great combination. And we've been real fortunate to kind of have those type of kids right now.
I want to know more about your spread offense. Just tell me in general, does the clock changes? Does that change anything for you, the new rule about the clock changes? And just how do you get a team to kind of get up that line of scrimmage a little quicker?
It's kind of, I think it makes it fun. We're no huddle. The clock doesn't affect us. In our spring game, we did it running clock the same way we're going to do it. First half, we did it that way. In our spring game, so we kind of adjust, see how it goes. And really, we didn't have any problems. We didn't have any delayed games, anything like that. Kids adjusted well. They like it, and I think that's what makes a difference. They bought into it, so now they're excited about it, and they did a great job of it in the spring.
So you're new to this region, this district, 31-6A. Some tough competition down there. And one thing about the Valley, the schools really are well represented on Friday nights. Great crowds, Thursdays and Saturdays too, for that matter.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're right. There's some great coaches, and there's some great programs. The West Coast, the FARs, the Edinburg schools. Those guys do a great job. And it's kind of, before I went to the Valley, you kind of has that, perception about this and that, about not being just good football, but I've been there 5-6 months, and there's just as good as football there as there's anywhere else.
Sure.
And the coaches do a great job, and so it's just not, you better show up, because if not, they're going to bring it to you. So it's exciting. I like it. I love it.
And finally, did you bring a few coaches with you? And tell me about your coaching staff.
I brought a coach with me from Corpus that was there. He's our offense coordinator. I hired a guy from Permian that I coached his brothers when I was at Permian.
Okay.
He's going to be one of our secondary coaches. Hired a guy that played at Abilene Cooper, played at Hardin Simmons. He's going to be our O-line guy. And hired a guy from Dallas, trying to hire a guy from Dallas Kimball that played at Dallas Kimball, played at Hardin Simmons. We're trying to get him on board. We should know something this week. So we got guys coming in from everywhere. Our defense coordinator is from New Mexico, but he's been in the Valley. He coached at Mission. He coached at King. He's been at some great places, does a good job. So
very good. All right, Joaquin Escobar, I do appreciate it. Good luck to Edinburg this year.
Thank you, I appreciate it. We're going to
Maybe we'll see you guys in the postseason. Who knows?
I hope so.
For the Padilla Poll, I'm Jeff Power. Be sure to check us out on psquaredsports.com.